Okay, I'm back. Um, Mr. Lama is asking how to get over next. Mr. Lama, remember you're a dater. That means you don't have any back doors, other women that you could see. So you got to carry the full brunt of the pain of loss. How I did it was by having other women. Or what you can do to simulate that is go get another girl as quickly as possible. I've been through very bad breakups myself. I know what you're going through. You think of there was one girl that I thought about every second of the day. Over time, it became every 10 seconds. I actually was thinking about that, counted the number of times I thought about it every day. Then it became every 10 minutes. Then it became hour. I actually watched myself do this. Then it became every hour, then less and less. Okay, and I remember thinking about that. You know, I'm observing myself because that's what I do. I do self-observation. Step outside of myself and observe myself, what I'm thinking, all that kind of stuff. And over time, it got less and less, and I had back doors. What I did was I took one of the women that was next in line to become the main, and I moved her up a notch. Now this is going back to the MAC makeup girl. I was with her for 8 years. She was the whatever. Cheated on her every goddamn day. I dated her. Well, she's one of the chicks that when I was still fucking girls from teaching fitness classes. The last one. She's actually the last. No, because I did Doris's daughter too. But whatever. Anyway, what I found that works is to distract your mind, basically, okay? You want to distract your mind. Right now, you don't have anything to distract your mind. That's why all you're going to think about is her. And it's really hard on us males. As I look back on myself, and I'm in my 40s, okay? Kind of old, don't you think? But I set new goals. And I see that when I got online, I saw that all these people talk about how they got over a girl. And one guy said, I set new goals for myself. I went to the gym, I bettered myself. Well, I set new goals of becoming better in the game. That's why I became Player Supreme. You know, that girl triggered that one event. I told her I'm going to become the biggest pimp in this town. I didn't become the biggest pimp. Pimp, actual pimp, real pimp, but I grew in my game. So you could try setting new goals for yourself, okay? Whatever you do, you've got to learn to distract yourself, Mr. Lama. You've got to get that distraction. Otherwise, all you got to do is sit around thinking about her, and the more you think about her, the more it's going to weaken your manhood and your balls. Okay? You can't tell me that you haven't simped to that girl by now. You know you have. That kind of pain will break all men down, including myself. You got to force yourself not to get weak. Because I've gotten weak before, back in my 30s, over a breakup that I didn't want. Caught me cheating. And I've said some words, nice stuff, and all that kind of stuff. So the only help I can offer you in case, in terms of breakup is get active with other things. The more you sit around your home thinking about her, the more it's going to become more painful. The TV show I just talked about last show, Mixology, that's what it's about. A guy just like you who did the whole datey thing, one girl, no back doors, okay? His woman wakes up one morning and says, I hate your face. I hate that beaver face of yours. And she tells him that. I woke up this morning, I realized I hate you. And he's one of those super nice white guys that buttons his shirt all the way at the top. He's in the clubs with a flannel shirt buttoned all the way up here and a sport coat and a big cheery smile. He goes over to a girl, tries to pick her up, and he cries, starts talking about her. You're going to be that same character. The next girl you meet, you're going to talk about your ex. Don't do that. Okay? We all make that mistake. Don't talk about your ex when you start dating again. Never bring her up. Never talk bad about her. Never let a girl know that you went through a bad breakup. Okay? Partner's going to get weak, and you're going to get weak, and you're going to come back to me and tell me about it. But I'm going to advise you right now: don't get weak. If you need some strength, reach out. We'll give you some strength. We're a team here. Just write to other brothers on this channel. They'll help you out. Breaking up is hard to do for us men. I know she may be cold-hearted. You know what surprised me is how fast I can replace you. How fast I can be up under another man taking his dick. And even thinking about that's probably going to make you all nut up. Don't. Okay? Done is done. If she's truly done. There's a really good article that I read many years ago. It's been doing a screen capture, where a woman talks about breaking up and how she feels for the men, how traumatic it is. Let's see. We're going back to my player's handbook again. Let's go to my documents. I think it's way, way down here. What a woman wants to feel, what are your desires, what it means to be an alpha male, what kind of... When she says it's over, okay, I want you to pay attention. Let's go ahead and make these larger. When she says goodbye, this is a woman feeling sorry for you males because of how you respond over a breakup. And it will also explain why with women it ain't no big deal. Once you understand what women go through, why it's so easy for them, then you'll get it. She goes, it breaks my heart every time I see one of you guys post a "how do I get her back" thread. This is coming off so suave. King of Simpery. The saddest thing is you probably didn't even do anything wrong. Let me tell you something that might help you move on. She ain't coming back. She's already made up her mind and cut the ties. It's not fair, it's not pretty, but the truth rarely is. Here's a few things that may help explain things. Women think about their relationship 90% of the time, especially since we're told from the cradle that men don't understand a damn thing about love and relationships. We wonder where the relationship is going, where it is, where it was, and about every possible direction it can go. She thinks about you as a potential husband, father, lover, and you will dump her if she gets cancer. She'll question you every second you're with her, and more so when you're not. Her next point: women never forget. Never, never, ever. You said something as a joke. She said she's fine with it, and that should be your first warning. In woman speak, the word fine is defined like this: furious, inside, never ending. So inside she's furious, and it's never ending. She will be dragging crap up from 30 years ago to throw in your face now. And that is very true about women. Does this mean walk on eggshells to prevent upsetting her? Hell no. One thing I liked about Water Tiger on So Suave is she gave real advice. And I tried to get the nerds that were on there years ago to, appreciate that. But there are all these, underage, immature dweebs types. Hell no. But when she says she's fine with something and you suspect otherwise, call her on it. That's good advice. Tell her, don't ask, tell her. So she's giving the advice, tell her. You don't ask, tell her. So you're really all right with this. You aren't pissed at me. You aren't going to drag this up later. Is that right? If she says yes, then don't tolerate her dragging up that item. She was trying to teach these boys, grown-ass adults who act like boys, how to be men. That's good advice right there. That's gold. She agreed she was fine with it and would move on from it. Okay. Next point. Women don't like to hurt your feelings. Really. We don't like hurting you. That's why I think we should break up line always hits you from out of left field. You never saw it coming because she never mentioned 2 weeks ago that she was thinking about it. She didn't want to hurt your feelings. This is especially true if she thinks it wasn't your fault for the breakup, i.e., she met someone else, okay? She's having personal problems. This is also why we go to car shows, boring, and monster truck rallies, loud and boring, then tell you how much fun we had with a big grin. When she says it's over, it's over. By the time she decides it's over, it's over. Why? Because she has thought about it, thought up 197 reasons that you two shouldn't be together anymore. That's how women are. They think how you two shouldn't be together. Not she's leaving you, but you two should not be together. I've heard those exact words before. We shouldn't be together. I always heard that. I always wondered, what do you mean we shouldn't be together? Well, we ain't together. We're fucking. We shouldn't be together. She has cut the ties and made herself ready to move on. By the time she says it's over or breaks up with you, she's already thought about it. There, Mr. Lama. You haven't thought about it, so you haven't prepared yourself. It's like when my father passed away, I'd already prepared myself the year before. I had a whole year to prepare myself. A couple of years, actually, because he was always in the hospital, and I knew it was coming. So it made the transition of losing my father much easier. My little brother died, it was out of the blue. He found out he had cancer in July, he died in August. I didn't think he was going to die. I had no idea he was going to die. Okay? So you never thought she was going to leave you and fucking break up, right? You didn't prepare yourself. She's already prepared herself. That's why she's already looking for the next guy. That's why a week later she'll be up under another dude, okay, sucking his dick and then putting his dick inside of her. She has cut the ties and made herself ready to move on. The only thing left to do is tell you. The more you hang on, stay in touch, and try to win her back, and a lot of guys do that. They'll write me, should I write her? Should I write her? You poor bastards. You poor slobs. A lot of guys will just lose their fucking minds. They lose their fucking minds, just give up all sense of manhood and go begging, crying. When you cry to a woman, she knows you are not the leader and procreator of her kids. You've shown that you're weak. Inside of her, an instinct goes off. She may get back with you because you talk her into feeling sorry for you, but she will hate you. And she'll eventually destroy you. She'll fuck your friend. Okay? She'll find reasons to make you hate her so you'll leave because you've shown yourself not man enough to just walk away. The more you hang on, stay in touch. Guys butt dialing girls or dialing girls, drunk dialing girls. You poor fucking slobs. Don't think I don't feel sorry for you. I'm just trying to show you how pathetic you look by the tone of my voice. You hear the disdain in my voice, right? I'm trying to make you mad so you realize this motherfucker's right. I shouldn't act this way. That's why I say it with the emphasis that I do. I've been there myself, though, okay? Win her back, the more fuel you give to her reasoning. The best thing you can do is kiss her on the nose and say, well, babe, it was fun while it lasted. Good luck. And walk away. By the way, and I've unfortunately given this advice out to other guys, when you show that you're willing to walk away, it actually brings some of the girls back. I don't want to put that out there. When you don't call them, they're going to call you. Okay? They're going to call you to see if you're suffering. Because that increases her self-esteem to know that you're suffering. that you still like her, because she still wants to be liked. She still wants her simp squad, which is you, that simps to her. Because that's what happens when you get in relationships. 90% of you, 99% of you males will start simping. You lose your balls. You stop acting like men, the very thing that attracted you to begin with. You become simps, right, Mr. Loma? What do you want to do tonight? I don't know. You become like that. You become boring. You become boring as fuck. Do the same old thing. You don't challenge her in the relationship. Not realize that women need to be challenged. Otherwise, boredom sets in. Boredom is like, you know what they say about black men and books? That's their kryptonite. It's like a book to black men, the street black men, the black trash. Throw a book in their hands start to melt. Okay? That's what boredom is like. So, when you act like you don't give a fuck, which you should have been doing the whole time, because that's what it should be. If a bitch don't want to be with you, let her ass go. Don't let the door hit you on the backside on the way out, bitch. Okay? If she don't want to be with you, let that bitch go. Period. Let her get her tennis shoes on and run. Don't ever beg a female to be with you. Don't ever cry. I learned this lesson the hard way in my life. That's why I can pass it on to you fellas. Now, when you act like you don't care, it does bring some of them back. In my situation, I pimped her out for 6 months after that, so I probably got tired of her. This Mexican chick told her I was fucking her in the store. She wanted to end it. Hey, look who you're dating, bitch. But whatever. Okay. This doesn't mean that she just didn't rip your heart. She won't say your heart out. But see, this is how fresh this shit is. I never corrected her spelling. Your heart out of your chest and stomp it into a greasy spot on the carpet. They know what they're doing, and they know that you males have no training on how to handle your emotions. Women do. Look at a woman on a period. She got to go through that shit every month. And us males, all we have is our aggressiveness and our envy. That's the only emotion we have. We don't know how to handle sorrow. We don't know how to handle loss. Look what loss did to me. It fucked me up for 10 fucking years. Okay? I stopped everything I was passionate about. I gained a massive amount of fucking weight. Nobody prepared me to handle loss of my brother. I put up that good front, that face. I'm still strong. I got back the next day and started doing shows on my site instead of grieving like I should have. Loss of my little brother actually fucked me up for 10 fucking years mentally. They don't prepare us for that shit. Okay? We're not trained to handle our emotions. So you better start now. Learn how to handle your fucking emotions. Get all emotional. The feminine type of brothers that want to be hard, they'll come and say, well, brother, you got all emotional, didn't you? A warrior has emotions. He's not some flat, one-dimensional character. He's multidimensional. So that's a myth that men don't have emotions. To be a man, you can't have emotions. No, it's you know how to control your emotions. Women ain't the only one that can master emotions. We can master them too. As I've learned to do in my life. Through hook or crook. Hard times. I went to the school of hard knocks, fellas. It just means nothing else. You could say will help the situation. Not pleading, not screaming, not threats. Don't call. Are you listening? Don't call. No. No, listen. Again, listen. Listen very carefully. Listen. No. Stop what you're thinking. I know what you guys are thinking. Don't call. No, stop. I've been there myself. Well, maybe if no, stop. Don't call. don't call. Okay? If you have to, give your friend your phone. If you're that weak, and I've been there, give your friend your phone. Don't write. Listen, don't write. Don't email. No. No. Maybe if I just, no. Just like the phone. If you have to, give your friend your computer. It's very important that you do this because you will break. You're not trained to handle it by yourself. And I had the advantage in my situation. I had the advantage of I had 6 other bitches. Okay? And I still felt the need to break. Don't hire a 25-piece band to play your favorite song in the front yard. Walk away and let it go. Water Tiger. That is the best post that ever existed beside my own post on a site called So Suave. Best post that ever existed. That is the best money advice I can offer to male. I'm not going to give you any advice on how to get her back, except what I just said. When it's over, it's over for her. She already thought about it. If she's thinking about it, I don't want you near me. As I've learned, get your fucking fucked up energy away from me before you fuck up my life. If you don't want to be on my dick, swab my dick, get the fuck out. But she was the, you don't understand. She was the one. She was my soulmate. See how many times I have thought that myself? Do you guys know how many times I have thought that myself? I even took a class on soulmates. Okay? So don't even try to use that excuse. She's not your soulmate. She's some girl you got an infatuation for. Childish infatuation. This is why I'm trying to make you players, not daters. Okay? That's why it's better for you to have a back door while you're young. And I try to explain it to you, Miss Alana. You know, and other guys on my site say, well, I'm not just made to be a player. Well, don't settle down for one girl then. Until you learn to mature yourself. Now, Miss Alana, I'm not trying to come down. I'm trying to show you where, what you want to do next time. And you know what makes a great player? Is that one breakup. That makes a great player. When you had your fucking heart ripped out of your chest. And I've been there myself several times. Nose wide open, snot coming out. That dude, I'm a goddamn being. He tried to attack Mode 1. Because Mode 1 was in that situation over a girl. And I talked to Mode 1 on the phone. In fact, we talked about his ass, his monkey ass. On that site where the guys, the Pew hate dudes, the goddamn Dean was on there. Trying to badmouth Mode 1. You guys know who Mode 1 is. He's another brother that puts out game advice. But now he's teaching eye contact, by the way. Because that's the truth of dating. It's about eye contact. If a female likes what she sees, she'll give you eye contact. That's a sign that she's interested in fucking. That's basically it. So if you look like a fucking geek and a goober, then you need to change yourself. That's why I'm trying to get you guys to go to the gym. Now, Mr. Lama, you're biracial. You're in Australia. You're not doing that sea walk shit anymore on your videos. I knew who you were the whole time. I wish you luck on handling this because breaking up is really hard. I've been there myself, okay? I have. So I understand what you're going through. It can be very, very painful for us males. As I said earlier, we're not trained to handle our emotions. And when you get into a relationship with just one person, you become codependent. I first read about codependency back in the 80s. What kind of new fucking psychological shit is this? And I came to understand it. Recognize that you got to keep your balls strong because this is life giving you a lesson. It's something that you need to learn, obviously. And how you respond is going to determine your manhood for a long time to come. So I'm hoping that you respond like a man. I'm hoping that you haven't simped out and sent her letters and broke down crying in front of her, because it will never be the same. When you cry in front of a woman, it will never be the same again, ever. That's where we got to be men. You know, I believe in crying over love. If you lose someone to death, it's only normal to cry. I wish I could cry over my father. I believe in your dog dies, shed a few tears or whatever, but loss. But a loss of a woman that's not even dead, just left your life, don't let her see you do it. Cry in private if you got to, okay? You don't want to be one of these effeminate males, because once she sees your balls break, she will never, I mean never, ever respect you again as a man, okay? So good luck on your breakup, and I hope this will help you. As I said, the way to get over her is to replace her ass with better. Now, I saw the picture of your girl. She was fine, all that. Don't get hooked up on the fineness either. As I recall, she didn't bring anything to the table except her looks. Start looking at women that can bring something to the table. So I think you're worth more than that. All right?